I guarantee you, this is the only Alpha One Niner Whitley review that you'll ever have to watch. And you're gonna wanna watch every chapter in this review, because by the end, if this is not the bag for you, I'm gonna make some alternative recommendations for bags that I think better suit your needs. And if you love travel gear and everyday carry gear, definitely hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about this guy. Let's start with the gist of the Alpha One Niner Whitley Backpack. What's your story? What's your gist? Because as you might guess, as the name Alpha One Niner infers, this company was started by somebody who used to be in the military. The founder had previous military experience and previous design experience, like fashion-y, and they sort of fused the two into one. And that's what Alpha One Niner is bringing to the table in such a unique way. This is a 20-liter backpack. 20 liters is perfect for everyday carry. And we got a bunch of features, pockets galore, tons of organization, a super sick neon orange interior, top-notch materials, and really impressive comfort. It's definitely a bag for someone like me who wants a certain amount of high-level organization in one compartment, and then basically another level of like minimal organization in the larger compartment. This is like my kind of setup. The Whitley comes in a range of different colors and materials, including X-Pack black, nylon black, a nylon multicam, and sometimes other variations. This one is the X-Pack or VX42 in black. It weighs 3.5 pounds, which is definitely on the heavy side for a bag of this size. This is the bag when it's empty. This is the bag worn on me when it's full. For reference, I'm 5'8". And throughout this entire review, I'm gonna pack the bag out so you can see exactly what it fits. And all Alpha One Niner products are covered by their 5-year warranty. This bag will run anywhere from 170 to 200 USD, depending on the materials and the colors that you get. And if at any point in time you're like, holy moly, tactical bag with a little bit of sophistication and elegance and that like design finesse, you're the backpack of my dreams. And you're gonna make a purchase. We do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Reason being, that link will make sure that you get the best price, and it will also help to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. All right, let's start this review by talking about the front of the Alpha One Niner. I always start with branding. Alpha One Niner, in their very tactical way, got a big old patch right there. I don't personally love the loudness of the branding, but I do appreciate that it's a black on black, which helps make it a bit more discreet. But if you're into this sort of like tactical branding and lifestyle, this sort of a logo should speak to you more than it does to me. Next up, the materials. Now, I mentioned to you that this is VX42. And X-Pack is the material that sailboats use for their sailcloths, right? The cloths that are actually catching the wind and darting them through the ocean. That's what this material is. And that material is highly durable and highly weather resistant. And one thing I love about the front of this bag is really the simplicity, but we do have two pockets in the front. First up, we got this pocket right here. It's a YKK zip with a zipper pull that has a little bit of texture at the end, which gives it some grip, which makes it easier to close and to open back up. Noted, this is not a PU coated zipper. And actually, none of the zips in this bag are PU coated. So it doesn't mean that water is, like if it rains, that water's just gonna be like, I'm going straight for this area. Like it's not like super prone to water damage, but it doesn't have the protection that some other bags in this price range do have. But one thing I like about this pocket is the material that's used. This is like microfiber, anti-scratch material. It's a finer material, sort of like a fuzzy, soft feel, which is why it's a great location for things that are a bit more fragile in nature. Think sunglasses, phone, right? Things that you don't want to get scratched up that you still might want quicker access to. That's where these go. Next up, let's talk about the admin pocket. The admin pocket is accessible by 2 zips. You can put them anywhere in this full like half moon of the bag, right? I like to keep them usually on the top. Same zipper pulls, good grip, YKK, so super smooth. YKK makes the best zips in the game. And Alpha One Niner uses one of my favorite colored interiors in the game. I love this orange. I'm not even a big orange guy. It's not even like my favorite color. But on a backpack, it provides so much functionality because it helps to create a highlight effect, which makes it easier to sort of find your gear. When these bags have a black interior, it's just like a black hole of darkness and death. This orange really gives the bag some life and that additional functionality. And let's talk about this spot. So this is for someone like me who really likes a certain amount of organization in his everyday carry. It's funny, when I do travel bags, like my travel bag preference is actually pretty minimalist. I don't need this much organization. But when I use an everyday carry bag, I like a spot for everything in an admin compartment like this. So in the front part, there's actually nothing there. It's just the material. Fun fact too, this material is a ripstop material. Same way that this material has cuts in it to reinforce the stitching, to stop a rip if it happens. Same thing here. And then aside from that, on the other side, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pockets. That might be a bit much for the average Joe. For me though, I think I can make it work. But the whole concept about a bag like this is that I wouldn't need a tech pouch, right? So I'm currently in tech pouch mode. I use this on my desk. This is the Bellroy Desk Caddy. I freaking love it, right? So reason being, it can sort of fold out in front of me when I need it for my stuff, but then when I don't, I just sort of zip it up and put it in my bag. This sort of negates the need for this, at least for me. So let me re-implement some of my tech stuff that I would normally have in my tech pouch into the bag. AirPods, perfect spot for you right there. I always like to keep some backup tissues with me, just in case things get messy. I'm gonna throw the Kindle back here actually. An extra battery. One thing I like about this pocket too is it has this little pull tab right here and there's a little bit of expansion, right? And some padding. So this is like a really good spot for something more fragile, like a battery you just don't want to get effed up, right? Wires for me can get all unorganized and crazy. These anarchist bastards need to be put in their place. So that's why the zipper pocket I think for me makes the most sense. Then we'll deck it out with a few other things. I got some pens. They'll go in the pen pockets. Who would have thought? Another pen. Moleskin, I'm gonna put it in the back with the Kindle. Oh wow, I didn't realize, holy crap. This back pocket actually extends like the whole length of the bag. We're going all the way down there, which is why it might be a better spot then to take my Kindle and my small notebook out of there and to put a larger notebook in there. Let me guess, you're gonna be a perfect fit. Oh, meant to be. And the Kindle should slide into here. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Will my Moleskin fit into there? I don't think. OMG, it does. So you can see kind of what's going on here. I'm actually gonna take the Moleskin out just to give you a better sort of look. I mean, everything has a spot, right? I didn't even use a few of these pockets. Might as well though. Tripod, I'm gonna throw that down here. I got a wallet, I'm gonna put that in here. And a snack, will you fit in here? Is this the protein bar spot? Oh my God, it is. It's amazing. Literally everything that I try to carry on a daily basis or have in my tech pouch all fits all right here, super organized. It's not too flimsy. Sometimes these compartments, when they're super packed out, can be like this and it looks like dog. But this holds up pretty nicely, keeps its shape. One cool thing too, let's see if these headphones fit, my big ass Sony headphones, right? Because at the bottom, we actually have a bit of expansion, right? You see how it sort of pops up like that? So if you have bulkier bits of gear, you should absolutely be able to fit it in this pocket. I mean, now we're talking. Like, that's pretty impressive. To an organizational nerd like myself, at least. For you, it'll depend. If you want something more minimalist, this is not gonna appeal to you. But I really like this. It's sort of like a portable office, right? Everything that I need is being taken with me and it has a unique location for it. I'm in love. But I'm curious though, is this like organization overkill to you? Or are you kind of like me, where this front panel is just like organizational bliss for you? I know there's a fine line, but I want to know where you are on that line. Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about the middle of the Alpha One Niner Whitley Backpack. We have 2 water bottle holders, one on each side. For all you hydration freaks out there, you're gonna love that. I got a 22-ounce water bottle from Columbia. Will you fit perfectly with some room to spare? We have a little bit of elasticity, right? So we can sort of expand or contract depending on the size of your water bottle. It's not gonna fit a super huge one, but I got a 1,000 milliliter water bottle here. Will it fit? Nah, that one's not fitting. So if you got bigger water bottles, you're gonna wanna put them on inside the main compartment. But like I said, 22 ounce from Columbia, something with this range of girth, you'll be fine. And 2 water bottle pockets are nice because it means on the other side you can throw a small umbrella. I'm curious though, like, you know, it's nice to have an umbrella on one side, the water bottle, but like, do you need 2 water bottle holders? Is it 1 too many? Is it 2 too many? Is it 1 too few? I don't even know that's possible. But let me know in the comments below about your like water bottle philosophy. It's a very controversial topic. I wanna hear what you gotta say. I like the bottom because the design has that cut, which makes the bag a little bit more likely to stand by itself. Not now because we've decked it out in the front, right? So it's very front heavy, which means it does this, right? But if we get a little bit more balance in the bag, we'll see if it can actually stand up by itself at the end. At the top, we have a handle, well padded, nylon webbing, it feels nice, it gets the job done, not too much to say. Now let's get into the main compartment. Now these are some chunky, super chunky YKK zips. Let me guess, number 10? Oh yeah, number 10, those are big, right? And one more thing I love about this bag is the main compartment. 2 things, we maintain that orange interior, and it opens clamshell style. And it's pretty minimalist in here, especially when compared to that front admin pocket. This side, we got 2 zips, a non-mesh zip compartment, super small, this size. I'm just gonna use it for some backup health stuff. I got my nicotine gum to keep me off the vape. I got Panadol, which is Tylenol basically to you Westerners, some more tissues, right? My health kit in there, good. And then here we have a little mesh pocket. I'm kind of running out of to put in there. My tripod from before I took it out. That's actually nice. Because one thing I like about these pockets is you can see these sort of cuts they have right here, or these like, what it gives it is expansion, right? So you can see instead of being a super tight fit, this little trick right here gives the pocket some depth, some dimension. So if you do have something bulkier, like here, you can see we have the same sort of design. It just gives the bag a little bit extra expandability. So then something like a tripod can fit perfectly in that pocket. Next up, let's talk about the back panel and then we'll pack out the main compartment. We've got a tablet sleeve and a laptop sleeve. We've got the Air tablet from Mac though. Let's see if this is a fit. Oh yeah, nice. And then for the laptop sleeve, it says it can fit up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. So my 13-inch should be fine. Et voila. Oh, I forgot something. I've never seen this before. Because normally, a lot of these bags in the 20-liter size will have its own laptop compartment in the back, right? And when you see this here, you have the zipper right here. And you're like, oh, that must lead to its own independent laptop compartment. And it doesn't. Because as you saw in the main compartment, there is no independent laptop compartment, but this just gives you access, quicker access to your actual laptop itself. Actually, this is kind of cool. Typically, I prefer the laptop compartment to sort of be on its own, just have that extra security and durability, like a padded area. But I'm not against it being in the main compartment. But when it is in the main compartment, you're usually sort of have a lack of accessibility. You gotta open the main compartment in its entirety to grab the laptop. Alpha One Niner though, super cool feature. I've never seen this before. I like it because kaboom, you can grab your laptop, it slides through, you can slide it back in. That is very good design. All right, so I got the laptop in there, the tablet in there, some stuff over here. Let's fill out the actual main compartment and see how this 20 liters actually packs out. So I got the Sunny headphones, jacket, small packing cube if I got a weekend trip, right? Let's see, we got a DOP kit, another moleskin, travel pillow, some more travel clothes, and a backup tote, right? So a tote on the bottom, packing cube, the down jacket. Let's see. So you can see this thing, you know, it's not a big ass travel pack. I'm just trying to show you right now what it can fit and what it can't. So let's just go ahead and put that right there. But let's just really pack it out and see if it can close with all this stuff in there. And I think absolutely is going to, oof, it's gonna be a little tight on this end though. But I think we're gonna make it happen. I believe I can close this. Boom. I made the impossible possible. But I take back what I said about this bag standing by itself because it definitely does not. We got a little bit of too much of an angle, I think, so keep that in mind. But aside from that, pretty impressive, right? And this is where you can see that sort of military, durable build is just really helpful. It packs a big punch, but in a way that like these chunky YKK zips, like they just manhandled that load inside the bag, closed it up really well. But how will it feel? Is it gonna be super uncomfortable? Let's find out in the next section. Let's talk about the back of the Alpha One Niner Whitley. So the back is pretty minimalist. There's no like way to secure the shoulder straps or to stow them away or to do this and do that. It's just kind of like a back panel, which I quite like when it comes to a bag of this size. I don't need all like this fancy shit. I just want a really nice, comfortable backpack. Which we have right here, the shoulder straps and the back panel. You can see we have this mesh material right here and a really nice amount of foam on both parts as well. It's a basic sort of back panel cut. They're not trying to overcomplicate it. Really impressed by the foam on the shoulder straps though. The back panel gets the job done, but these shoulder straps, they're cushiony. They're not too coarse. The material, like sometimes backpacks in this price range, they overdo it with the mesh and it's like, it's either too coarse or too soft. This is sort of a nice middle ground between the two. And then we got a sternum strap. Now sternum straps, if you don't know, now you know, because sternum straps are ideal for increasing the comfort of your bag. So you can go ahead and snap the sternum strap into place. This one is magnetic, and this basically helps remove the weight from the bottom of your back to distribute it towards your torso, right? Just good for your back health. And thank God, a couple things. This sternum strap is made by Woojin. They make fantastic hardware. And Alpha One Niner supplied us with a little web holder right here, right? See this excess dangle. And it's like, dude, I spent $200 freaking in this backpack. I don't want this dangling around. I want the full experience. And Alpha One Niner said, don't worry, we got you. And they also said, don't worry, you can adjust the sternum strap based on your height, based on your body specifications, right? Like my sternum strap to be like right there, just like basically nip level, you know? Here's the nips, here's the sternum strap, that's where we're chilling. And also the dangle stoppers that stop the dangle here also stop the dangle right there. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Some dude, I've reviewed $300 backpacks that have these things like this. And you're like, what are you doing? These things cost like 4 cents. Just add them on, boom. Now those dangles are in their places. And now you have a seamless moving experience. 3 more quick points. We got some little lash points right here. These are gonna be good for adding on any of Alpha One Niner's modular parts, such as like waist straps. You can go ahead and clip them on there, and then if you want a little bit extra, you got it. I think it's overkill for a backpack of this size, but the option's there if you need it. We've got a luggage pass-through holder, a very innovative one, because A, it Velcros down. I don't really see that very often. I can't even think of a bag that I know that's done it. But I can definitely say that I've never seen this where it has elasticity. So it just gives the luggage pass-through holder a little bit extra weaving room, right? If it's like a bigger, like a longer or wider, that's the word, wider handle. And the Velcro helps to keep it into place. But just note that if you have this luggage pass-through holder, you put it through the handle, right, of your luggage, but it's gonna be keeping the bag sideways. This is not necessarily a bag that was designed for sideways access, but I assume they did that because you don't always know how long the actual handle is gonna be. So sideways always ensures that you can carry it sideways. And finally, the ventilation, quite like what's going on here. These cuts just help for airflow, right? And in fact, I mean, I gotta be honest, as I'm gonna get into this next section, I'm just really impressed with everything that Alpha One Niner is bringing to the table at this price point. My version is 180, I think, yeah, 180. And it's really impressive to get all this comfort, all these great features, all these solid materials at that point. I'm impressed. Pros and cons of the Alpha One Niner Whitley. Pro number 1, like I was just raving about, it's actually pretty affordable considering everything, all this awesomeness that you're getting. Pro number 2, love the organization of this admin compartment. And pro number 3, an exceptionally comfortable experience for an everyday carry backpack. But on the flip side, I got some cons. Not many, but I'm gonna be splitting some hairs, but I got a few. I do wish that the bag would stand by itself. And I do wish that we had some waterproof zippers, especially when it might come to like this laptop quick access pocket. It might just be nice to have a little extra peace of mind knowing that no rain's gonna drip on my MacBook Pro, because that thing's expensive. So if you're still here watching this, you might be like, holy crap, Aaron, I agree with you. That bag is a steal, so much so that I'm gonna buy one right now. Then we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Remember, that link makes sure that you get the best price, but it also helps support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. But you might not be sold. This is heavy. Oh my God. You might not be sold. And you might just want to do a bit more research on some other awesome bags out there, because let me tell you, there is no limit of awesome bags out there these days. And the reason I know that is actually because, I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually building my own backpack. And I'm documenting the entire process here on the Nomads Nation YouTube channel. And I'm getting the community, that's right, you, involved in the process. So if you want to see what it takes to build a game-changing backpack from the ground up, and you want to help us on some of the key features, I'm talking like the materials that we use, the pocket locations, all that good stuff, then you're gonna want to check out the second link in the description. That link will show you more information about the project. And if you sign up, you'll get an immediate survey where I'll ask your opinions about the bag. This is like the first community developed backpack of its type. It's gonna be so cool. I hope to see you in your inbox. Now let's talk about some alternatives. Alternative recommendation number 1 is gonna be the Able Carry Daily Backpack. This is for you if you like a very durable, well-priced backpack that's minimalist with some organization, has great materials, but you're not quite into the whole tactical thing, you want something a little bit different. Able Carry's quirky urban style might be more up your alley. And to learn more about the Able Carry Daily Backpack, you can just navigate to the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number 2 is going to be the Manal Daily Backpack 3.0. This will be for you if you want something a bit more minimalist than the Alpha One Niner, but you don't want to compromise on durability or next level materials. That's where the Manal Daily Bag's got your back. And you can learn more about it by checking out the description below, and you'll find a link to our full review. And alternative recommendation number 3 is gonna be the Air City Pack Pro. This will be for you if you kind of like the shape and the style of the Alpha One Niner Whitley, however you freaking pronounce it. But you just want something that's a little bit more urban and that has a little bit better protection for your tech and laptop. If that sounds like you, just watch this video right here. I'll break down the Air City Pack Pro and tell you why it's one of the most hyped bags of the past few years. It's really cool. And be sure to let me know if you have any questions about the Alpha One Niner Whitley. I'll get it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.